This is FS Gold, your mentor, FS Gold Andy. So guys, as you can see right here already, I have analysis running out on the dollar index, right? And on the dollar index, I can see now that we have a triple top over here, and then we have a double bottom over here, of which it makes this area, both of these areas, sensitive, and it makes this median area to be our playground, right? So let's go to a 4-hour time frame. So you go to a 4-hour time frame, you are starting to be able to see that, or you want to be able to see how the market has been maneuvering from this current moment. So we have a trend that's inside a trend. You see, we have a trend that's inside a trend, and there's another one inside a trend. So the dollar index, guys, for me, when I looked at it, it confirmed that we might be possibly seeing the dollar being weak for the longest time, pertaining if it respects the dead touch that we saw on a bigger time frame. So already knowing this has put my mindset to saying whatever that's relatable to the dollar is going to be possibly selling, and whatever that's against the dollar, it's going to be buying. That's what you're looking for. So I'm looking for a dollar to possibly be weak in order for me to be able to trade some relatable pairs from it. So now let's go to NAS 100. Yes, I go to NAS 100. On yesterday's lesson with my students, I told them that we have a sensitive area over here, of which there's a possibility the market is going to want to bounce from here to the upside. It might have possibly done that, but the way it just did and left us on a hang. But we're just going to be patient, as already the prediction is still going well. And bear in mind, in as much as the USD is becoming weak, Nasdaq becomes even more stronger, because it's also compatible to the USD. Especially look at this top right here. Look at this top, it says NAS 100 USD. This means even in the US or either in the whole world, NAS 100 it's still compatible with the USD, hence they want to join them together, right? So now as the dollar is going to be weak, it gives NAS 100 enough power to want to start buying. But bear in mind, just because that is possible, it doesn't mean that companies can't affect what happens on Nasdaq, right? So our probable entry, we're gonna get it if the market now starts breaking above this level and possibly give us one spike to spike up, and then that's when we can possibly look for the next buying opportunities. But right now, patience is needed, though the prediction was still accurate. Let's go to the next pair, which is Euro USD. So on Euro USD, on a daily time frame, we also have a playground over here. If you can look at it, there's a double top formation on the resistance, and then it's a triple bottom on support. Now if you take it on the 4-hour time frame, you're gonna be able to see the patterns that are created over here. So from here you can see this pattern over here, there's this pattern over here. So now what I'm already seeing, besides analyzing, is a W type formation. This might be a double type formation. But to make sure that our analysis are accurate, let's look how the market has been. So this has been a descending structure. It went down and then it broke out short above, but if you can look at the breakout, it was not impulsive. That's why the market got enough power to come back even after this breakout to break in again, right? But now the price has created a structure also over here, of which on a 1-hour time frame the structure is more visible to see that we had an impulse here, a correction, we had an impulse, a correction, we had an impulse, correction, we had an impulse, and then now it's starting moving funny here, right? It started moving funny, and then possibly this might be what is building right now. As I can look at it, this might be the build-up that's actually being created right now. But we need to see how what's possibly going to happen, because I'm getting a huge feeling that now this is not accurate. I'm getting a huge feeling that the market wants to create something in nature of another double bottom before it shoots out, like we can calculate it from here and here. So remember, the market is all about predictions and probabilities with possibilities, not about accuracy all the time. We don't always win. You just gotta find ways to make sure you understand your charts. So as I can see from here, let me see if I can consider this as a trend. Okay, it's a possible trend though. It is a possible trend. So it also gave a guideline. You see, it made us understand why the market turned over here. So if I drag it down, what we're looking for, the market, this is what's possibly going to be doing. It's going to go down. When it reaches this point again, that's when our probabilities for buying opportunities will start kicking in. So from here to here, we're going to be starting to look for buying opportunities, of which that's what we're expecting from now, as also the dollar index has confirmed that we're going to be looking for what? For buying opportunities, for selling opportunities. This means the dollar is weak and makes it to be in this nature. So XXX USD is going to be buying, right? XXX is going to be buying, and USD XXX will be selling. So any pair that USD it's secondary based currency of, it's gonna be buying, because maybe it can be CAD, it can be Euro USD, GBP USD, what else, OD USD, you see, some things like that will be buying. And then USD CHF, USD JPY, USD OD, like all of those would be selling, and all of that against the USD will be buying. So as I go to gold, guys, a lot of things happened officially on the gold, but let me put it on forward time frame. When I said a lot of things happened on gold, what do I mean? Let me break it down for you. So I had these analysis before the market actually got here, right? I remember I dropped this analysis on FX code. So what happened was the breakout was corrective. It allowed the market back inside. But if you can look at this zone right here, you would still understand why the market actually turned at that point. If you look at the zone, you'd still understand why the market turned at that zone, right? But I don't want to complicate and make all these charts dirty and stuff like that, but we just gotta keep it clean, right? So now the market moved correctively, broke below, and created this structure. As it created this structure, now you can see that we have an impulse from downside and a correction. Now we have an impulse again. We might be experiencing another impulse, but according to what the market is saying to us right now over here, in a huger time frame, you can possibly see that this is an inverse head and shoulders, right? From here, this is the left shoulder, this is the neckline, this is the head, this is the right shoulder, this is the right shoulder, and then you can see on a huger time frame it shows that it's an inverse head and shoulders, right? But if you remove it and calculate how what is this? Calculate how candlesticks works, you wouldn't understand that on a daily time frame we're having a bullish engulfing candle clause. A bullish engulfing candle clause, it means that it's a closure of what the market needs to close like. That's why you could call it the bullish engulfing candle clause, right? So now the market closed in a bullish way, of which it makes this red candlestick something in nature of a retest or something like that. So from here we're expecting buying opportunities to the upside, because bear in mind we said XXX, we said XXX USD is a buy, right? And if you look at this is XAU USD, which is what? Which is gold, right? Which is gold. What are we looking for? Buying opportunities. So don't get this thing wrong, guys, right? What I mean when I say the dollar index is a guidance of what you need to look like, you need to look at the market like, the eye that you need to have for the market when you're about to execute your trade. So the dollar index is kind of like a guideline of how to look at USD related pairs. So as you can see, even right now, this gold is actually confirming the buying opportunities we're looking for, right? So you drop into a 4-hour time frame, you would possibly see that now we had our double touches below. This might be the possible last touch before we start expecting our shootout to off buying opportunities from here to the upside. But also, let's not forget to cater for things like this. Right now, let me just keep my charts clean. I don't really like daily charts because they can be confusing at times. I don't like being confused, so I'm just gonna drag this to the top, and then let me see, what do I have that's not neat right now? Okay, so it's possibly neat. Now I'm gonna cater for what's happening over here. So yeah, now it's starting to make sense. You understand? Now we know, since we have reached this bottom, we need to look for buying opportunities, possibly break up from here and continue going to the upside. So that is what we are looking for as well. And beyond that, I don't think there's anything I would want to analyze besides just explaining how my week has been. As you can see, even on let's go to a 1 hour time frame, you can see that I've been holding all the NZD because of the bearish structure it had, and then we broke above with an impulsive move, came back to retest, and then I entered. And then OD also on a bigger time frame, it already shows you that we are starting to build a bullish channel. And then now I entered my buys, and then possibly it already stopped me out of profits because I put my stop loss above entry. NZD Swiss franc, we're trying to look at the swing sells, but as they came back, they actually knocked me out of the stop loss in profit. But I wouldn't blame it though, because we already hit 90% of the correction, which is, we use the 90% rule.
And remember, in Forex we're talking about, we came in this game for money. We came in this game to earn a living. So we are not here to play games.